Hello everybody, welcome on the channel, Roman here. I would like to make a review today about cells I have just bought and tested for you. It is ETH 314 ampere hours and it is grade minus. So those all things we need to reconsider. I bought it on the Gobel power and let me show you what I have just discovered. We are going to start with this page. It is the Gobel page where I have bought it. You have here also the QR decoder. You can put here the serial number. I have already done it. This is the weaker cell I have found from my 8 pieces. And you see the production date, it was May of 6. So it means it is half a year old and they write a real capacity 331.8 ampere hours. I believe when you charge it to 2.5 you can reach this number, but I didn't go so deep in my tests because I would like to go in the real capacity on my project, and we will get to it later. On this page you can also see the OEC resistance. It is nice, it is below 0.2 milliohm, and you have here what was the pallet number and such things. It's not so much important. I would like to say it is the basic information and probably the proof, like you see code seems right and code light is right, so probably those data will be also right. And actually in my tests they also have proven those cells are very good. So this one, it was, as I show you, the weakest cell. There was another one 332.5, another one 3.8, and the best one actually 3.8. So if you compare the lowest and the biggest, you see there is 3 ampere hours difference. What does it mean? It is actually 1% difference, and I would like to say 1%. It doesn't look like much, but in the words of batteries and charging and discharging, 1% makes at the end a huge difference. So we really have to think about it. 1%. We have to reconsider this is grade A minus. It's not the A, it's not the A plus. So for the grade A minus, I think it is just fine when it is 1% difference between the cells, but it could be a little bit better. That's my opinion, but it's okay. It's okay. When it is up to 1%, I think it is acceptable. I did the charge test. You can see here is the serial numbers I have actually tested. I will show you just maybe 2-4 graphs. And this is the voltage. Do you see the voltage? Where is the voltage? 3.29. I think exactly it was 3286, and I have measured this voltage on every cell from the 8 I have bought. So the voltage was very good, and my charging was going to 363. I have set it up 62, but we have some tolerance even on the chargers. So we will check the graph again. The curve is going very nicely. You see here this moment. Remember that it will become very more important later, and it jumped exactly to the 362, and then it was a little bit in the keep mode and the current was coming down, and we have managed to charge 213.7 ampere hours. I think it is nice. It means it comes with 30% forecharged from the company. If we check the other one, the Charge 2, you can see it was 212. If we check another two cells, it is number 2528 and 2928. This one was also a little bit longer. It was charged on the channel 2, and this one is here, a little bit shorter. Those cells, they behave really the same. There is not so big difference between them, so it is good sign, and it is the plus point. When we come to another graph, I did the discharge, and you see all cells, they are sticking together up to somewhere here, and we can see it actually on the purple line. It is the balance line. It is very good. It is very good, and the capacity to this point is also very nice. We have to take it also like a very important point. You see the current discharge, it was quite fast. It was about 40 amps, and it means we were dealing like 1 kilowatt power discharge of the whole pack, which is quite nice, and actually it is my average consumption on the inverter on the project that I built. So in here it is for me very crucial point. We have here the straight, it is the capacity line and the balance line. What we really don't want to do is going with the discharge behind this point. We really don't need it. And if I make here just a little bit zoom, let me say about here, yes, I will zoom it, and we are just here. Here is the point where we want to stop actually the discharge. We don't want to go so deep. The capacity we will see right here, it is on this line, and it means it is 304 ampere hours. I think it is very good. It is very good because we are not using every ampere hour from the capacity, and we are saving the lifetime of the cell, and at least I will be using those 300. You can see when you go to 265, that was my limit. I told you I didn't want to go to 2.5. If you go even deeper to 2.5, you can reach those 330, 34 maybe, but in the real lifetime of the battery you don't want to go there even once. So capacity usable for me 304 on this discharge, yes, and the voltage we have here, let me say it is here between the middle one, here is 3.1.4, here is 3.08, so somewhere in the middle is lying, let me say 3.12, and this is the voltage we would like to stop discharging. At least I do in my project. So we will be discharging only to this level, and we will be using capacity 304 ampere hours. Let me check another graph. It is actually the beginning of the discharge. It is actually also the point with the balance where it is stable, and it starts here. It starts here and it is 3.43. This point, this voltage, it will be my flow voltage per cell that I am going to use in my project. And in here we have the capacity. We can go to the table, we can really see 3.4344. It is this line, and we will be losing only 0.73 ampere hours. So if we had like the 304 at the end, or my capacity that I can use from those cells is 303 ampere hours. It is very good, very good. If we reconsider, we are discharging from 3.4 only to, we need in the other graph. Let's make the table 2, and we said about 3.1. Okay, that's here. It is just right here. So you can see the capacity here, it is even better. If we set up 3.1, it will be about 308 actually. I was talking about 312, something like this. It is 308 here, minus 1, 307. So this is the capacity it could be possible to reach with the discharge of the 40 amps. If you go faster, you go double, you go like 80. Sure, the capacity will be a little bit lower because the voltage drop due to resistance of your circuit will be higher. Then you will get not so high number, but I think you still can reach about, I don't know, 300, 290 minimum, and with discharge on 8 cells it is quite good. It is quite good because you can discharge 4 hours, nearly 80 amps. That's amazing, I think. So it was this table and this table. And I have here also another discharge. It was actually to 3 volt because I have changed my mind from to 3.1 to 3.0. For the tests I have decided go here. But you actually see where is the balance going, and it is actually exactly here again. So maybe even 3 volts 14. This is the level we should stop in the real traffic, yeah? It is very important. I would like to show you those pictures. This is the end table of my charger, and you can see we were discharging to 3.0. The ending voltage was 24 volts. The capacity we have discharged, it was 317. It means it is above the 314, which is important for me. After discharge, there was another build. I have charged it again. I have charged 316, and it was also very nice. You see it was balanced to 1 millivolt, and followed another discharge, and we have discharged actually 318. So there might be some tolerance, but I think it really matters because this one was only 35 amps, but the first it was 36 amps. So that's the difference why we have much more here. It is about, it's not even 1, it is 0.8 something ampere hour, and it is the difference because of the lower discharge current. This is the all info I would like to show you, and we may go to the final results. Okay guys, so we can go for the summary. The promised capacity 314, I think this cell has reached in the tests even to discharge only 3 volt level, so it means it is very good. What is also very nice is that we are above 300 on the 3.1 volt, which is the place where we are balanced. It is also a good point. The batteries were coming in the good condition, good packaging, good price. It is many points up. It also shows it was the original, it's not a fake. I think it is also very important. What I would say, it is half-year old. It is a little bit point down because it is the old model. If you are buying the new one, there will be a little bit different terminal, and this terminal you can see here, it is 1/6mm screw. You are using the bus bars and they have one hole. It's fine. You will get actually with the package those bus bars and the screws included when you buy on the Gobel Power. But I have made a calculation and I have measured the diameter of the alu that you can actually touch with the bus bar, and the maximum contact you can reach is about, it is very best contact, not with the standard serial bus bar, but this contact is about 94 quadrat millimeters, so it's not much. If you imagine this battery can go 0.5 C charge and discharge, with this capacity it means it's over 150 amps, and when you have quadrat 94, it's not much. It's not much. I think they know exactly why the new model is having the better one, the bigger terminal, and also the connection with 2 screws, so it's much better. We have this one, the old model of the terminal, so we really need to think about it, because when you go with the 150 amps, if it is your system going so fast, and on the limits, there will be overheating coming from the terminal, and I'm not saying it will go so high, but it will generate some heat. That's point that we really need to think about also. For this one, I think I have said all I needed. So I am satisfied, and how satisfied? Just please check the next 20 seconds and you will get the result from me. Thank you for the watching and enjoy the show. Bye bye. In case you are satisfied with the product rating, as I am, and you are planning to purchase in the near future, then be sure to check out the useful information in the comment section below. There you can find out where I bought the product, links and much more. I believe this content was useful for you, and in case of your interest, you are most welcome to go through my channel and seek more content made by me for you. See you next time. Bye bye.